That's a shooter. That's a shooter. Shooter. Oh man, that just happened so stinking fast.
Welcome to the Backwoods.
My playground is out in the woods, back in the sticks, this is my hood. Waking up early with nature's hand in mine. Finger on the trigger just to seal the deal. Feel the chill, shoot to kill. It's the thrill, it's the skill, it's the rush, it's the dust and grind. Living the backwoods life.
Here at Backwoods Life, we've got a crew that helps us get footage every year to bring y'all great TV shows.
This week we're shining a spotlight on a couple of those team members. Kathy Whitaker in Kentucky and Justin Moore in Tennessee. Both of them work hard every year to get the job done.
Opening day of rifle season here in Kentucky. And it is cold. We've got a nice morning, 20 degrees out. And these deer have started moving. I'm just now able to do an intro. They started moving before daylight. Oh, that happened so fast. I can't believe he came out. Oh. Oh my goodness. That is the biggest buck that I've had. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that came together. Oh. First day of gun season here in Kentucky. I knew the setup. I don't have a lot of distance. I brought the KMX in, hoping to get it done, and I just stuck an arrow right through the biggest buck I've got yet. Oh.
Had to wait for Ryan to get here. He just got here, climbed out of the blind. Let's head over here and get my arrow and see if we cannot find my buck somewhere. They came in here, they like this end game. Seems like the does were held in and here he came. I'm trying to find my arrow though. I shot him about here. Oh, here it is. All right. And I know he headed off in that way, so. I was hoping a doe would come in on me. Went ahead and got set up for that. I was gonna try to take two down this morning, but let's go see if we can't find this buck now that Ryan's finally here. Yeah. Right there he is. Awesome.
He's wrapped around that tree.
Oh my goodness. When he came in that sunlight.
Oh, he's a good one.
Oh my gosh. Look at that. He's got split twos on both sides. He's already broke his brow tine there. Oh, what an awesome hunt this morning. It was so cold. I really wasn't seeing anything. I was kind of getting discouraged because it seemed like everybody else was shooting, putting something down, or seeing movement. I just wasn't seeing anything. And then all of a sudden it was like, you know, somebody flipped the light switch on. I had a doe and a fawn come in, and they started eating on the end game that the landowner has out there. And then this big guy, he just came in minutes later. That's awesome. Such an amazing deer. Look at that. He has been fighting.
Broke his eye guard off.
Golly. I am tagged out in Kentucky. Pretty excited. Cannot wait for Ryan to load him up. Had my appendix just taken out over a week and a half ago, so I'm pretty limited on what I can do, but so glad that I've got my crossbow. Came in, slung an arrow, and this is what happens.
Backwoods Life is brought to you by these great companies: Hawk Optics, Lethal Products, Antler King, and Quality Archery Designs.
This segment of Backwoods Life is brought to you by Realtree, family, friends, and the outdoors.
This week is all about a couple of our crew members and some of their hunts. Justin Moore's muzzleloader hunting. This is a prime example of how everything can go great and yet terrible at the same time.
That was the deer we call elk, that big wide sucker. The recoil knocked the camera over. I hadn't planned on sitting this stand today. The wind changed when I got out here, so there's some deer right there. There's that doe and them fawns I saw earlier. I didn't get the shot on camera. The recoil bounced back. I felt like I took my time. I had a good rest, so I still got a good 45 minutes to an hour of daylight, so I'm gonna ease down. I know exactly where he was standing. I kinda heard a crash, but I'm not certain, so I don't know. We ain't gonna know until I get over there. He's beautiful. Thank you, Lord, for at least letting me see him in the daylight hours. It's the first time all season that I have seen him in person. So I'm gonna ease down, gonna sneak over there, praying that we find blood.
That was a great buck that Justin's been hunting for several years now. But several things went wrong that you might not have even noticed. First of all, he forgot his camera arm, so he had to prop the tripod up in the stand, and when he shot, the whole thing almost fell to the ground. We might could have showed you that, but the GoPros that he's had set up to get all the other angles, they were all dead. And last but not least, when he went to look for blood, he can't find any blood. He's going to have to wait till tomorrow to look for this deer.
All right, y'all. I'm out here looking for a deer that I shot at last night that a lot of people have known about. I've been chasing this deer since last year. I got a shot at him yesterday, about 140 yards. I've shot a couple of deer in my life with a muzzleloader, but never killed one. I didn't find any blood last night. I felt great about the shot, but I didn't find any blood. Oh my God, right there he is. Elk, you are mine, buddy. You are mine Thank you, Lord. 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 It's probably my best deer ever. And it's my first confirmed kill with a muzzleloader, other than a coyote that I shot a couple days ago. Woo!
To say Justin was excited is an understatement. He was so excited he forgot to push the record button on his camera. That's why you got this phenomenal cell phone footage of his recovery, because I guess he's more worried about putting it on Instagram and Facebook and Pinterest and every other social media thing out there that you can swipe left, right, up, and down on than making a TV show.
Backwoods Life is also brought to you by Redneck Blinds, Fourth Arrow Camera Arms, Expedition Archery, Hunter Safety System, and Tree Stand Buddy.
This segment of Backwoods Life is brought to you by Walls Outdoor Goods, greater than all outdoors.
Justin Moore is hunting his home state in Tennessee. And thankfully today things are going a little smoother with the video cameras.
Good morning, everybody. Already had one little small kind of messed up rack buck come in right when I was getting set up. So just now got good daylight where we can see good. We're gonna see what'll happen. That's a shooter. That's a shooter. Man, I'm shaking. I was sitting here just watching this side. Got a combine out here starting to pick the beans this morning. I've never seen that deer before. Got big old right side, left side. Something's funky going on with it. Looked like he had 5 on his right, maybe 3 on his left, but big old wide frame deer. I shot him left-handed. I had a good rest here. I've shot a couple deer in my life left-handed, but I'm pretty sure I heard him crash. So we're gonna give him time. He was with a doe. Oh man, that just happened so stinking fast. Whew. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. It is 8:25 on November the 19th. The rut is full blown right now. I just got over here and it's definitely a good sign of a good hit. We have blood everywhere. I don't know if you can see how red that is. We're gonna zoom in on it, but I got a heck of a blood trail. So I don't think he's gonna be far. I'm pretty sure that is what I heard crash was him. So just look at this. I can see it 10 feet in front of me. Could have swore he ran back in the woods, but he's pouring through here, so guess that's what I get for not being able to see like I thought I could. Man, he ran just the exact same way he came. Golly. Pretty sure, I can't tell, but that looks like white belly right there just inside the woods. And it is, he didn't make it 5 yards inside the woods. So, it is thick in there. So what I'm gonna do, but look, I'll give you a sneak peek if we can see. There's blood right there on that. But he is right here behind, all mangled in there. somewhere in there. It's hard to see with the sun, but we're gonna take my gun and stuff off. We'll drag him out here and see what he looks like. Give me just a second. Woo. Kind of a trophy and a coal all at the same time. Kind of got a jacked up side over here. Got a big old brow tine. Got a busted off point there. But pretty 5 by, I guess she 1, 2, 3, 4 on that side. So I guess she's another 9. So, whew, man, he been rubbing. I'm tickled to death. That happened so fast. Came out of nowhere. I don't know this deer. I've never seen him before. Been a long time since I had to shoot one left-handed. But we got it done, made a good shot. He might have went 100 yards or so, give or take, but he was pumping the whole way. He was running on adrenaline.
Justin, we appreciate the hard work you put in, the filming for us, and getting this great buck down, and finally remembering to push the record button. Congratulations on all that.
Backwoods Life is also brought to you by Wind Scent, Element Outdoors, Spy Point Trail Cameras, and Final Rest.
This segment of Backwoods Life is brought to you by Hunt Stand. Download the app today.
Earlier in the show, Kathy Whitaker tagged a great buck in Kentucky. Now she's headed to Illinois to hunt with our friends at Buck Chasers.
Every year we do a women's only hunt. That women's only hunt falls on our last week of season. Usually there's a lot of snow, it's cold, and last year Kathy Whitaker, she was able to come with us. We're excited to have her back in camp this year. She saw a lot of deer last year, but just not one quite big enough, so we're hoping this year we can make that big boy step out in front of her.
We're going to fast forward to day 2 of the hunt. The temperatures are freezing and should have the deer on their feet.
Mother Nature is on my side today. It's a bit cold, but it's perfect for deer moving weather. Got a high of 20 degrees, and the temperature's gonna fall, of course, as night draws. Got in here set up early, gonna try to pull off a self-film hunt. As long as these deer cooperate, I'm hoping to put one on the ground. The pressure is up and rising, and all I need is for them guys to be moving. Gotta keep my fingers crossed, hope for the best.
Kathy hadn't been in the stand long when she looked up, and a buck that Chris had showed her pictures of is coming in the field, walking straight to her.
Devastating. All those deer came in. I wasn't sure I was even going to get shot off. And I'll be dang if I didn't hit a limb. One little bitty skinny limb that sits right in the middle of this 2 branches. See if I can't get set back up. Maybe something will come in.
To make things worse, Kathy saw plenty of deer the rest of the afternoon, including the buck she missed. They all just kind of grouped up and stayed out there out of range, like, hi, bye.
All week long, she saw plenty of deer and really had a great hunt, but she never did get another shot at a buck.
All the jokes aside, we do really appreciate Justin and Kathy and everybody on our Backwoods Life crew that brings shows to you each week. You know, everybody out there just having fun, doing their thing, living a backwoods life.
And as you saw, things don't always go right, but sometimes those are the memories that are the hardest to forget.
Slow it down. This week we're bringing you hunts from a couple of our swizzles nuts. I don't know what they are. This week we're bringing you a couple hunts. It's more than two. This week we're.